Yes, people. Welcome back to the football locker room. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe, whatever you join in, brother. You know what I mean? Apologies, people. Your boy's been ill. Your boy's been ill. You know, there's certain things I wanted to discuss with you, man, from like Monday, you know what I mean? But man's been a bit collapsed. But we're here now. We're here now. And do you know what I mean? And there's much to talk about, people. There's much to talk about. Obviously, what I wanted to discuss on Monday was Arteta's comments after the Man City game. Do you know what I mean? There's certain other things as well. I was trying to find a clip of it. Do you know what I mean? When my man was like, "Oh, I might take the handbrake off." You know what I mean? Little jokes like that. You know what I mean? And all of these man are just laughing and licking his balls and that. It's just nasty work. Can't lie to you. It's nasty work. The arrogance of this man. But yeah, man. Obviously, we drew the game 1-1 to City. You know what I mean? You might see my thoughts on that one there. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, there's certain things to talk about that game as well. Saliba has signed a new contract. Signed a new contract, man. For the life of me, I can't find out how much money my man is on. The only reported amount that I've seen is 250K. I don't know if I believe because he's on 190 before it. I don't think there would have been a lot of women and ahhing and stalling over this contract if for the sake of 60,000 and it. You know what I mean? Maybe there's bonuses in the contract that takes over 300, but I really do think that using my own mind, I do think that the Saliba contract is somewhere in the 300K mark. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, obviously that's good news for us. Do you know what I mean? The draw against Man City, that's not good news for us. You know what I mean? The 2-0 against Port Vale, that weren't too great for us, you know what I mean? But we're gonna get into that, people. We're gonna get into that, you know what I mean? First off, yeah, I wanna go through these comments, bro. I want to go through these comments and apologies, people, because I wanted to go through this on Monday. I've been itching at the bit, you know what I mean, to talk, man. I can't lie to you, man, because hey, listen, yeah, this guy, yeah, he's cooked, man. He's actually cooked. Do you know what I mean? He's lost his head, mate. He's lost his head. Do you know what I mean? And maybe these quotes ain't so bad. Do you know what I mean? But there's other things like I mentioned. Do you know what I mean? The whole maybe I take the handbrake off and shit like that. You know what I mean? Tell him, man, what you will call it, man? I've been applauding me and owners of businesses and whatnot has been applauding me because of what we done to Pep and we made them sit down in a low block. All of that shit. Do you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, people, for whatever reason, yeah, Arsenal Football Club, they're not trying to flip in. What's man doing, bro? Arsenal Football Club, yeah, they're not trying to. Yeah, man, they're not trying to highlight this on their website. I don't know what it is. I was trying to find the actual quotes. Like, man couldn't find it. You know what I mean? And this is what I found. This is what I found. But even certain things in here is a bit dumbfounded, man. And listen, people, make sure you smash that like button, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, man was disappointed. Do you know what I mean? But man's talking about we enjoyed 67% of the possession against CE. It was the lowest share any Pep Guardiola team has ever recorded in a top flight league match. Actually, I believe this was the person that put out the report that's saying this, bro. Do you know what I don't like about this football club? Yeah, do you know what I don't like about this football club? You see, when we don't do things here that we're supposed to do, there's always a spin on it. Do you know what I mean? Man can't be real about it. Everything is just shameless. Everything is just a spin. Everything is tribalistic. Everything is just pro Arsenal, pro Arsenal. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. They don't want to. Certain. It just seems like certain deficiencies about the team and about the tactics. These things don't get. They don't get pointed out, man. They don't get pointed out. Do you know what I mean? It seems like there's whenever Arteta goes into these press conferences, it seems like there's just a lot of yes man around yes sir, man. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Big up Glock building in the building, man. I'm better, my brother. I'm better now, my G. I'm better now, you know what I mean? During the week, yeah, man, the cold licked me off, in it, but I'm better now, my G. I'm better now. But yeah, now let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. You know what I mean? I must say I'm very, very proud of the players and the team. And listen, yeah, look, you know, a lot of the positive man, they will come out and say, "Oh, you can't come out and just slag your team, rare, etc., etc." You're trying to protect the players. I partially hear it. I don't agree with it, but I partially hear it in it. Do you know what I mean? But I think what the annoying thing is that whatever he says, yeah, the reality is always the opposite. And I can't lie to you people, I've been pissed off here, but I'm becoming fucked out of my mind with the things that his brother says. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand, yeah, how Man City can come to your ground. You're supposed to be a better team than them. They ain't looked so well. They've had 2 wins out of 4. Do you know what I mean? Against opposition that you can say ain't good. Do you know what I mean? Manchester United and Wolves. Yeah. These are the men that they got results against. They beat Napoli 2-0. All right, cool, yeah, but Napoli was a man down. You let these on come to your ground and you want to talk about you're proud of your players. For fucking what? For fucking what? For fucking how many words am I into this? And my head is already going on a spiral. How many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 words in the blood clot thing. 13 words, and I'm already not losing my mind here, but bro, I'm already becoming fucked off about what my man's saying here. Do you know what I mean? I think the way we played, the way we dominated almost every aspect of the game, apart from the scoreline, it was outstanding. Like, brother, hey, listen, yeah. Listen, my brother. It doesn't always have to be a glazed thing, you know. Do you know what I mean? You can intelligently critique performances. And more importantly, which this brother never seems to do, is critique his own performances. Do you know what I mean? Because you went into the game with that midfield that you went into. You went into that, but we're gonna touch on that again. Do you know what I mean? I know that as a coach, people like me know how difficult it is to do that against Manchester City. What a trophy! What a trophy! And what I would say is we are very disappointed with the result. Do you know what? I'll at least lead with that shit. At least lead with that shit. Like man said in the title, bro. It's embarrassing now. It's embarrassing. Lose a spirit. This is what I'm getting from these comments, people. This is what man is getting. Do you know what I mean? It's unbelievable. Hold on, 1 second. He's spoken about his finish. Don't get me started on that. I forgot about that. Hey, listen, people. Listen, yeah. Listen. I genuinely think, yeah. That this brother here comes from Hogwarts. This brother comes from Hogwarts, bruv. Harry Arteta, Mikel Potter. Do you know what I mean? Because I swear with the way this brother be talking sometimes, he's putting people in a spell. I wonder why people believe in this brother and have all this hope in this brother. I wonder why. Man's talking about finishes and saying, "Oh, it's unbelievable because of the impact that the players were able to make off the bench." And I'm sitting there looking at the situation like, "Yo, motherfucker, you should have started Eze in the first place." Martinelli's a scrub, yeah, sure. Do I think Trossard is better than Martinelli? Yeah, sure. But at this point, I don't know. Trossard is really an off the bench man for me. I mean, neither of them should be starting, really. Do you know what I mean? But it's like you're praising yourself for bringing these men off the bench, and I'm like, brother, maybe you should have fucking started them in the first place. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, they made a great contribution. Hey, brother, did we win or not? Fucking embarrassing, man. Absolutely embarrassing. Anyways, let's get back into this. Gabby played some great moments and minutes in Bilbao, and today he did a start, but he's got the same energy, the same commitment, the same drive to produce another great moment. Listen, this brother, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the English language, man. Hey, boy. Ebbs as well. How about that, people? Did you see that? Did you, man, see that? We've got a nickname for man. How cute. How cute. Now you got a nickname for man. You had to do that in the press as well. After you benched him when you should have started against Liverpool, and he came on in the 68th minute, you threw man under the bus. Talking about, if he scores that chance, we get a result out of the game. That's what you was doing. But now we're doing nicknames. How convenient, Nikhil. Now you're doing nicknames. Oh, Ebbs. Now you're doing nicknames. But when he first joined, you wanted to throw a man under the bus. When it was Havertz stinking out the gaff, week in, week out, you got to judge him after 50 games. But now you want to give Eze a nickname. How cute, Nikhil. How cute. You must take your account for me, dog. But yeah. Anyways, Ebbs as well. I'm sure he was disappointed not to start the game. You think? But I knew it was going to be a long match, and there were going to be moments where the game had to be shifted in different ways, and this certainly had a massive impact. Hey, brother, listen to me, yeah. If you knew, yeah, that there were going to be moments shifted in different ways, then why didn't you start with the guy that was going to provide you those moments? Why not, Mikel? Why not? And by the way, guys, yeah, a quick sidetrack, people. A quick sidetrack, yeah. Do you know what's funny? Do you know what I'm finding funny? Listen, you're Arsenal brother, Arsenal sister. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want you to be happy. Do you know what I mean? But I'm kind of smirking at some of the pain that I'm seeing. A lot of these Arteta supporters are like, raw, how can you start with the midfield of Marino, Rice, and Zubamendi? Hey, guys, anyone that was here, me and James sat here on a Friday before, and I said to my man, do you know what? I would not be surprised if he goes with the midfield of Zubamendi, Rice, and Marino. And at the time when the lineup came out, I was out. I looked at my phone, checked my phone. I was like, other man, they're raging. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, why are you mad? This is what you want to back. But this is the problem. I don't know what it is, people, but I think it's in the name of tribalism and in the name of backing your football club. A lot of the times when this football club makes mistakes, or Mikel Arteta makes mistakes, they don't want to register that in the brain. Do you know what they do when it comes to the negative side of Arteta? They do the Men in Black thing. This is what these men are doing. They do the Men in Black thing. So anything a lot of the things that Mikel Arteta don't do right, they just forget about it. They forget the bad, remember the good. What they do. And I say that to say this. Why are you surprised at that midfield when you look at the profile of midfielders that he has acquired into this football club? More specifically, summer 2023, summer 2024. He brought in Havertz, 6'3" or 4. He brought in Declan Rice, 6'2". He brought in Marino, 6'1". This is the profile of midfielders that this brother is bringing in. And I sat here multiple times speaking with my brother James, telling him, I am not happy with the profile of this midfield. My man be telling me, but the squad players, do you know what? Squad players end up having to play. Injuries happen. Different game stakes happen. Because the whole point of us running players into the ground and all of this and whatnot, a lot of the Arteta and there's a lot of these man will be talking about, but he ain't had the squad to deal with. So now that he's got the squad to deal with, there's going to be rotation, no? So those players that are going to be looked at as squad players, they're going to be playing, no? Zul could say Marino, squad player, but the guy's going to play games. And he's Arteta's guy. And more importantly, this is the profiles this motherfucker wants in our midfield. So now, when it comes to September 2025, and he's fielding a midfield of Zubamendi, Marino, and Rice, why the fuck are you surprised? Because we went into that 23-24 season with fucking Havertz and Rice. And Odegaard's injured. We've seen it already. There's nothing about Mourinho on the ball that emulates what Odegaard can do when he's at his best. Because he's been sticking out the gap for the past year. When he's at his best, I'm talking about. The only thing that is similar between the two is the way that they can press. Manager, he don't respect footballers. He don't respect footballers. I know this. But a lot of these man that's got faith in the manager and call fair, have your opinion. You got us challenge again, rare. Like, I'm not here with it. We're Arsenal Football Club. We can't be given big praise for challenging for the league. There needs to be something tangible at the end of it. Do you know what I mean? But you, man, want to do all this hope and support. It's like, bro, you don't know your manager. Because when Eze came in and Gyökeres came in, you thought and you expected, man, of alter the way he plays. I wanted the manager to do that. That is why I wanted profile of players that are a bit different than what he's used to. I wanted him to do it. I don't necessarily expect him to do it because I know this manager. I know him already. He wants his centre forward to drop deep, go link up and run channels, whatever. He wants his left back inverting. He wants his wide attackers holding the touchline. He wants to build up with 3 at the back. In fact, no, 4 at the back. Because Raya comes in and acts like an extra centre back when we're on the ball. This is why a man's all the way out near the halfway line sometimes. Like, we know how he wants to play. He wants the midfield to be strong, sturdy, be able to hold their position, tactical intelligence when it comes to defending. But the problem is when we're on the ball, there's no fucking personality, people. There's no personality. And when we were struggling in the 23-24 season in the first half, it's because we had Havertz and Rice in midfield. Now, lo and behold, you bring in Jorginho, all of a sudden we start playing better again. You've got someone that can progress the ball from the first phase. You got that. But what Mikel Arteta has been trying to build, this is what you're seeing right now. This is why against Liverpool, he had, and I understand Odegaard is injured, but if he's injured, he shouldn't be on a fucking bench in the first place. But you saw it, people. You saw it against Liverpool. You had Odegaard, Eze, what's his name, and Ethan, all on the bench at the same time. All of the players that could play that 10 role. I would say Darwin as well, but he's 15 years of age. I'm not expecting him to start at Anfield, innit? I'll be real. But when he does things like that, like, am I surprised? No. But I don't know, man. People want to do this hope thing, be like, I hope Mikel Arteta does this with the team and coaches his team in a certain way and blah, blah, blah. It's just hope. It's hope. Do you know what I mean? Big up Tyrell Gunner TV in the building, man. Make sure you man are going over to his channel as well, man, and subscribing for real, man. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I'm just at that point where I'm fucking annoyed, people, man. It's funny seeing all of these Arteta recruiters going back and forth at each other. Oh, Arteta is stupid. Like, what's he doing fielding this midfield? He's got the handbrake on. What not? Blah, 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 blah. We've been trying to tell these motherfuckers for years, but they don't want to listen. It was injuries. It was we didn't have the squad. By the end of the day, when you're a manager, you got to make use out of what you have. When he had Reece Nelson's and Emile Smith-Rowe, the latter, Emile Smith-Rowe, by the way, this whole thing that everyone talk about, progression, we went from 8th to 5th, all of that nonsense. Let's not forget Emile Smith-Rowe was a key part of that. But when Emile Smith-Rowe finally found some fitness, you didn't want to fucking use him. When Reece Nelson was there, gave him a new contract, 100 grand a week, you didn't want to fucking use him. Make use out of what you have. Make use out of it. Look, I don't really rate Fabio Vieira. I just think he was a somewhat tidy player. But eventually in the end, it came to the point where, like, bro, he just didn't want to use him. He didn't want to use players. That's 23, 24. And you're looking at last season, you're looking at Ethan, he just didn't want to fucking use him. You should know this by now. So I'm sitting here and I'm like 4 years, 5 years deep into this. Because when we're talking about Mikel Arteta's tactical setup and inverted left backs and whatnot, he was doing that from season 1 with Granit Xhaka. But again, with these Arteta cultists, it's a Men in Black thing. Wipe the memory. Anything he does bad, don't take. No, you need to know your past so that you don't make the same mistakes in the future. That's why for a while now, it's like, what's the point of continuing on with this management? It's all good saying, oh, let's talk about the football. While we was talking about the manager, everything leads back to blood clot him. Everything does. Do you know what I mean? Big up Godfrey in the building, man. Do you know what I mean? All better now, my guy. All better now. I was ill, but I'm all good now, man. I hope you're blessed. But I'm just sitting there. I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed, people. Because it's taking you till now. It's taking you to September 2025. Understand what your manager is about. To 2025. To recognize that he wanted to build a midfield, not of technique, not of creativity, not of endeavor, but of sturdiness, of off-the-ball work rate, of defensive solidarity. The fucker ain't interested in creativity. He ain't. It's all about his system. It's all about his system. And I could go to that in the Port Vale game as well, which I will get to in a sec. It's all about his system. This is why, as of this point, Calafiori has the most shots in our team, I believe. This is why Calafiori, his left back, can invert and overlap on the right-hand side, and he don't have a damn thing to say about it. But there Eze, the attacking player, tried to drift inside, find a bit of space where he could get the ball and do a bit of magic. No, Eze, stay on the touchline. Stay on the touchline. You have to hold the width. You have to hold the width. Get the fuck out of there. What's wrong with you? He's not touchline wingers. What the fuck is he out there? The man, I don't respect footballers. Don't. It's about a system. And it's only now a lot of these men are recognizing. And I'll be real, people. Fuck all this infighting. It's long. Let us as an Arsenal fan base come and unite, but certain men will still come out with excuses or understanding for this guy. And I've seen this argument a lot. I don't agree with what he did against Liverpool, but I understand why he did it. Bro, fuck your understanding. Fuck your understanding. Mikel Merino and Declan Rice in the team at the same time does not win us games. That's the only thing that needs to be understood. The only thing. Oh, but we were going to Anfield. Hey, brother, I don't give a fuck if it's Anfield. I don't give a damn if it's Etihad. I don't give a damn if it's Old Trafford. I don't give a damn if it's Stamford Bridge. I don't give a damn if it's the Bernabeu. I don't give a damn if it's fucking New Camp. I don't give a fuck if it's the San Siro. I don't give a fuck if it's Bayern Munich Stadium. I forgot the name, I can't lie, people. But I don't give a damn about what stadium it's at. Whatever game you need to go into, you need to win your games. You need to win your games. And a midfield of Merino, Rice, and Zubimendi, factually speaking, is not going to fucking cut it. No matter what the situation, no matter what ground you go. The only way that midfield is viable is if there is a severe injury crisis. Absolutely. I'm talking Max Dowling injured. Severe. Oh, the only situation. Long, people, man. It's absolutely long. And these men are surprised. And I'm like, bro, why are you surprised? They're losing their head. And I'm like, why? You never saw this when we went out there and bought Havertz and Rice in 2023? It's taking you till now to realize this shit? Yeah, it's nasty work, people. Nasty work. It's absolutely nasty work. Let's see what else this pussy had to say. Because I went on a mad tangent, people. Make sure you're smashing the like on the way in. Let's see what other bullshit this brother has to say. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. We needed them with Noni as well, who picked up an injury. Bukayo was ready and he had some very good moments and well throughout the game and missing some important players. Gabby, like Kai as well. Listen, people, I can't lie, yeah. Havertz is coming back. Yeah, when he's fit, yeah, you're on the bench. I don't get me wrong, I want to be wrong, people, but wait, do you know what I mean? We got quite a few, well, actually, we got quite a few players injured. But the fact that you mentioned Kai, yeah. It's all good. And some of the players that are still not available, like Martin as well, we need all of the players. Do you know what? This part right here, we need all of the players. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. Because I can't remember what season it was. I think, was it 23-24? Or maybe it was 21-22, but KDB was injured for half the season. Haaland was injured for 2 months. They ended up winning the league title. You don't need all the players. I mean, you do, but you don't need all of them available. That is what you're trying to say, Mikel, because you're complaining about the players injured. You don't need all of them available, my guy. This is why we spent their 300 mil, and now we've got the great squad depth that we've been waiting for years. So why the fuck do you need all the players fit if your squad depth is amazing? Why do you need all the players fit? Ethan's there. Don't want to play him. Eze's there. You want to bench him for the most important games. Like, bruv, this manager, man. This manager. But that's the end of that one, people, man. That's the end of that one, people. That's the end of that one. But honestly, man, this manager, he's embarrassing, man. It's absolutely embarrassing. I'm just getting to the point. I'm just annoyed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not raging or shaking my laptop or nothing like that, or speaking over the top of my voice. I'm just annoyed now. I'm just annoyed. Because of a lot of the people like me, and obviously if you have a similar opinion to me, i.e. you don't believe in the manager or the management, and you know what I mean, a lot of things that I'm saying, like if you're like me, like watching all of these Arteta winners go at it with each other, it's funny, but it's annoying. Because all of the concerns that they're bringing up now across the manager, we've seen it from years back. But people didn't want to take note because of progression. We're bridesmaids now. Yeah, we get invited to the wedding. Let's catch the bouquet. Fucking idiots. This is what man are doing now. That was the reason why people wanted to forget about all of the things in which, and all of the reasons as to why there have been doubts on Mikel Arteta. When the ops are telling you, you got a great squad. You got a great squad. Yeah, you've got a great squad. But I hope Mikel Arteta stays. That should tell you everything. But this manager, they love a bit of hope. They love a bit of hope. Do you know what I mean? Big up John in the building. Big up John in the building. Big up. It's early in the season. Why are people complaining? Because we're almost 6 years in, John. We're almost 6 years in. And John, if you're just tuning in now, I've said early on in the stream, it seems like everyone wants to do the Men in Black thing. Every time a new season starts, it's the Men in Black thing, wipe the memory, let's forget about what's happened before. No, I'm not forgetting about what's happened before. Because these concerns that people are seeing now, i.e. going into big games with a midfield of Zubimendi, Rice, and Marino, we've been seeing this coming. So you can't forget about what happened before and just say, hey, yo, it's early in the season. That's the thing with me, John, yeah? I can't deal in hope. I have to look at the reality. When you look at the midfield that he's trying to build, it doesn't involve players like Eze and Ethan. It doesn't involve it. Yeah, no, big facts, Glock 40, Men in Black, wipe the memory in that. This is what people want to do when the new season starts. This is what people want to do. Do you know what I mean? Big up John again in the building, man. Give him until the end of the season, and if he doesn't deliver, sack him. I hear you, but I'm annoyed because he should have been sacked. Like, why are we giving him another year? Why? He's shown you when He has shown you that when it's crucial times, he don't deliver. He has shown you that tactically speaking, he can't get it right. He can't change games enough from a tactical perspective because Lord knows you don't really like flair man like that. He's shown you the type of midfield that he wants to build. He's shown you the things that he's going to keep consistent in his system. And those things does not constitute to winning trophies. It don't. John, giving your left back more freedom than your left wing, that's not going to change. It's not going to change. So why the fuck am I going to give him time? Why should I? When I'm seeing the same tactical shit season in, season out. Why should I give him to the end of the season? I know he's not going to get sacked now, but why should I? And I love that you said this, John. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Do you know what I mean? Big up James in the building as well. Big up yourself. And you say because Eddie was never competent, Berta has given him all the tools to win now. He had tools before. He had tools before. How far do you want to go back, John? How far do you want to go back? Because I can remember a crucial Europa League semi-final where he had Smith Rowe on a fucking false nine. And Xhaka at left back to invert. And Callum Chambers, who at that point became a centre-back playing at right-back. I don't forget these things. I'm seeing the same tactical shit. What am I giving him time for? And I'm glad you said, he's got the players now. No, he's been had players. We don't like certain profiles. We should have been learned this. Because when Smith Rowe, the player that helped him, when we finished fifth, people were talking about, progression. He was a key part in that. 23-24, the guy was fit for 4 months straight. He had one start. Man's had players. You just don't want to use them. You're seeing it now, and for the life of me, don't give me fucking excuses about these men just joined the club. They need to learn how they play, etc., etc. When it comes to the likes of Eze, I don't want to hear that. 2 big games, bench. So whether it's Smith Rowe, who you might not rate, you might say, but he's at Fulham now. What's he doing now? We're still getting injured. What not? Okay, cool. We got Eze now. 2 big games. You don't want to fucking start him. Now what? Now what? And this is my frustration, John. I don't know what I'm giving him time for. I don't care that Berta's here now. Because at the end of the day, a good manager will make use of the tools that you have. And when you have tools outside of that first 11 and you don't use them, why the fuck am I going to think that new man are going to come in and he's going to play them? Why am I going to think that? Why am I going to think that when it wasn't Berta and it was Edu and he probably had a bit more power than he has now? Why is it that he went out and bought fucking Kai Havertz and Declan Rice for the midfield? And then in the following summer, he brings a Marino. That's the type of profile midfielders that he wants. And I'm telling you, if Odegaard doesn't press like a maniac, Odegaard wouldn't be in this midfield neither. He probably wouldn't even be captain. Nothing else you can tell me about that. Nothing else. Rice, Marino, Havertz. How much money that over 200 blood clot mil pound the midfield that he spent in 2 summers. That's the profile of midfield that he wants. And he's shown you he's gone into 2 big games and he's got Eze on the bench. So what am I giving him time for? Please, John, answer me. If you're still here, what am I giving him time for? Like, what in particular am I giving him time for, John? What am I giving him time for? He's got tools now. You don't want to use them. So now what? Just like as fans like myself have been saying, okay, he may not have had as good as quality as the squad. You don't want to use the fucking squad. You shoehorn Havertz in the midfield all the way to the January mark till you put him at centre forward. He brought Jorginho on the team. All of a sudden, we started playing better football. The guy does not want to use his squad. Don't want to use it. At least not the players that we want to see. Don't want to fucking use it. We've seen that before. We've seen that before. And John, I hope you're right. I hope you're right, John. The midfield will come together, and now it's frustrating, but Eze will start against Newcastle in the 10. Trust me. I hope you're right, but you know what? I bet you thought Eze was going to start in the 10 against Man City. You know what? I bet you thought Eze was going to start in the 10 against Liverpool. How longer do we have to wait, James? He's shown you when Odegaard was injured last season. What did he do? Marino and Rice. That's what he did. And Marino ended up going centre forward and Marino ended up going centre forward in the end. Like what else? I'm confused. Even in the 23-24 season, Rice, Jorginho, what's his name? Odegaard was working. And then for the crucial game against Aston Villa, which I believe that lost us the title, what does he do? Puts Havertz there back in the midfield. Fuckery this year is. Manager full of fuckery, man. Them classes. Big up Richard Broad in the building, man. Watch Arteta pick the exact same midfield versus Newcastle with Eze on the bench. Another loss incoming on Sunday. Now I hear you, man. I hear you. We don't travel to St. James Park too well, man. We don't travel there too well. I can't lie to you. We really, really don't. Do you know what I mean? We don't travel too well. But we'll see how it goes. But I reckon that, and I agree, I think he goes with the same line, or maybe he goes Martinelli on the left wing instead of Trossard. My hope, and really, I don't like hoping, I don't like doing the hope thing, but my hope is after Eze got an assist against Man City and he scored against Port Vale. I get it, it's Port Vale, but my hope is that Eze gets the nod in for this game, man. That's my hope, people. But we shall see, man. We don't do well there. So that by no means am I predicting us to win there. I'm not sure if we will lose, but I won't be surprised if we did. Do you know what I mean? Big up AJ in the building, man. Big up yourself, AJ. John, he won't. Zubamendi, Rice, Mikel, Marino incoming. I think so too. I think so too, man. Do you know what I mean? Johnny, why are people complaining? Because he has what is it, 21 winnable trophies in a row. Yeah, big facts. Big facts. No one can tell me this brother's never had a squad. Maybe not of the same quality as of this season, but it's like you've seen it already, man. You don't want to use certain man. You don't trust certain man. And the thing is this year, when you're looking at attacking positions, me personally, I think prior to the season, we played with a 4-3-3 in it. So I wasn't too welcome on bringing in Ethan as an 8. I more wanted him over the right wing, but I know Madueke's injured now, but we got Madueke. You know, it seems like Rice isn't playing in the 8 so much, where he's, on that left-hand side of the channel and he's bombing forward beyond the striker. I haven't seen that anywhere near as much as last season in these opening few games. So I do think it's a bit more of a 4-2-3-1. And I think in that situation there, that is when I could have a Ethan in the 10 or even a Dalman. But like I said before, people, that man's 15 in it. I'm not expecting him to start no Premier League games. But I tell you one thing, though, that I forgot to touch on. I think if you're playing against League One opposition, you could start Dalman then. I don't know why Saka had to start. I really don't know why. I get it. He's been out for a month. Give him 25 minutes off the bench. Because there was one moment, like 5 minutes before he came off, I think he got clattered and he was holding his leg. I don't know if anyone remembers. And I'm sitting there thinking, nah, please no, man. Please no. But got to manage the squad better, man. But I'm not with this hoping thing. I have to go by with what he's shown me in 5.5 years. He ain't managed the squad well. He ain't managed a single squad well. Or well enough. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. John, he doesn't deserve this season. He tried to throw the league up in the bin to Port Vale, so he will throw it in the bin against Brighton. AJ, here's why I disagree with you, yeah. I don't think, yeah, that he tried to throw the league up in the bin against Port Vale. I don't think that. We will sit here and complain about not using the squad, right? I haven't sat here and said 15-year-old Dowman, Port Vale is a game he should be starting. Do you know what? I'll bring the fullback Josh Nichols from the youth to start today. That's what I would have done. Because we should be able to go to Port Vale and beat them convincingly. 4 goals plus. We should be able to do that. 3 goals at bare minimum. We should be able to do that. Do you know what I mean? Against Port Vale, well, Mikel was well within his rights to completely overhaul the team. Do you know what I mean? Do anything, a Saka who's a starter for us, he should have been on the bench, AJ. I can't lie to you, my brother. I can't lie. Do you know what I mean? Big up AJ in the building, man. Please like the stream if you have not. Yeah, man. I like it, man. It helps me out. It helps James out. It helps both of us out, man. Oh, by the way, people. Sorry, because I know I was away for a few days and I wasn't able to mention it. I think James mentioned it, but apparently we went back down to 149. But 150 subscribers, people. Yeah. First off, to all of you, man, that's press that sub. All of you, man, that come in here and engage. Listen, can't do it without you, man, innit? So big up to every single one of you understand? But road to 1,000, innit? You know what I mean? But each milestone, you know what I mean? The 150, 200, 250, big up everyone in the building, innit? Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't ask for 150 better subscribers in this community. Whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, men of business. Whether you support Arsenal or another football club, men of business. Do you know what I mean? Of course, we like it when people agree with us, but there ain't no echo chambers in here. Do you know what I mean? There ain't no echo chambers in here. You see me? So whether you agree with man, your Arteta lover and all of this stuff, whatever. Well, why for that to an extent, you know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying? I don't business, man. Do you know what I mean? All is welcome. Do you know what I mean? Just don't be a dickhead, innit? You know what I mean? Just don't be a dickhead, innit? You get me? It's in the past. Give Arteta this season. Yeah. See, John, I gotta stop your comment right there, my guy. It's not in the past. A lot of the issues that we're seeing today, like I've said before, we've seen it in past years. It's a very, especially for a top football club, it's a very, very, and this is my opinion, it's a very complacent way of looking at things. Winners don't operate like this. Winners do not operate like this. They see the problem early doors and they shy out and they make a change. Do you know what I mean? But let me not be disrespectful. Let me see what else you got to say, my brother. Do you know what I mean? It's in the past. Give Arteta the season and all uncomfortable questions can be asked. Trust me. Sack him if he doesn't win anything major. I'll be calling for it. I hear it, John. I hear it, but people like me, myself, AJ, we've given enough time. This time should have been up 2 years ago. Do you know what I mean? We're long past that now. We're long past that. Because the problem is this, yeah, my brother. Still good saying that, now we've got a squad. Hey, bro, does Crystal Palace have a better squad than us? Does Newcastle have a better squad than us? Does Manchester United have a better squad than us? Does Tottenham have a better squad than us? Like, I want to know. Because all of these football clubs have been able to win a trophy before us. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I want to know, man. Do you know what I mean? If we lose Arsenal, we are 8 points behind, so sack him in the dressing room, league would be over. Now I hear that. Obviously, it's early days, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But bro, even after game week 6, man, like obviously with all the negative stuff that we see on the field as well, like if we're not getting the results and we lose against Newcastle, we're 8 points behind, boy. Yeah, I would think we're out of it until proven otherwise. I can't lie, people. I like John saying that's a bit of a stretch trying to lose against Port Vale. We'll see when we play Brighton a tougher test. Now I hear it. Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't know we got Brighton in the later round, and I think Brighton knocked us out in the past cup competition as well. I can't remember what season it was, man, but I'm not too looking forward to that one. You know what I mean? I expect there to be a bit of rotation as well because we need to use this squad. We should be able to rotate 3-4 man and get through the next round of the Carabao Cup. Do you know what I mean? Can't be complaining about players getting flogged to death. And if we use the squad players and rotate, we're trying to throw a trophy away. Nah, use the fucking squad, mate. Do you know what I mean? Big up James in the building. 151 subs. Big up you, man. Big up you, man. Big up to that new sub, man. Big up yourself. Might be John. I'm not too sure. You know what I mean? But he did try and throw Port Vale. Why didn't we attack after the first goal till the second? Went in if Port Vale get the goal. We all know we lost or we lose on penalties. Oh, do you know what? All right, cool, AJ. I hear what you're saying. I thought, yeah, you was referring to the lineup. But yeah, after we scored the goal, we became very passive against League One Port Vale. Hey, no, it's fucking embarrassing, people. Hey, it is actually embarrassing, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up John in the building, man. Congrats on the 151 subs. Hope the numbers grow soon. Big up yourself, John, man. Big up yourself. This channel can't be an echo chamber, as right now Shaka's Arteta out and I'm still Arteta on site. Nah, James. Don't lie to the people. James, don't lie to the people. You got splinters on your ass, mate, because you're sitting on the fence, my G. Don't lie to the people. Hey, I saw your face, after that Liverpool game, man. Only because you was on holiday and that, you was like, I can't be too, man. I was on holiday and that. You get me? Beach settings and them things there. Palm tree settings and that. You know what I mean? So, of course, man's going to be happy. You get me? Or not happy, but not too mad. John, last time we played Brighton at home in the League Cup 3-1 Brighton, yeah. I mentioned that, AJ. I mentioned that. This should repeat itself. We will throw it in the bin. We'll see, man. Obviously, I'm not done hoping. I don't really have faith in the guy in it. Do you know what I mean? But my faith is not him being able to get past the next round of the cup or to a latter stages of the competition, but to actually win it, man. Do you know what I mean? It won't be the case this time. We will beat Brighton. We'll play most of the first team. Barring Kepa and I hear it. But like I said, man, there shouldn't be nothing. We should be able to rotate a bit in this game, people. We should be able to rotate a bit. John, I will say it again. He was 5 trophies from a possible 22. No one would be calling for his head. The fact is 1 trophy from a possible 22. It's that people want his head. Hey, pause. Hey, why for that, AJ? Why for that? But no, jokes aside, I hear it, man. I hear it. But yeah, Newcastle on the weekend, people. Boy. It's just, I can't lie, man. It's just going to be more of the same, especially because they've got a physical midfield as well. I'm kind of certain that we're going to go again with a midfielder, Marino, Rice, and Mendy. Me personally, I think we should try to block them. Don't try to play them at their game. Do you know what I mean? I watched their game against Barcelona and they have a much more physical midfield, and they had good chances as well, Newcastle, but do you know what I mean? When you got Fermin and Pedri in their midfield, and I said the midfielders ain't as good as theirs, but it's like, let's not play them at their game, man. Let's try to play a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Eze needs to start. I might do a mad thing and throw an Ethan there and play them as 2 8s. I might do a mad thing like that. Do you know what I mean? Because Eze's Nigerian, man. He's Nigerian blood. Don't man's from, excuse me, people. Man's from Ends as well, bro. You know what I mean? Eze, man from South London and that. You get me? Don't think man can't hustle. You get me? Don't think growing up, and he's only a couple of years younger than me. Do you know what I mean? Don't think man weren't growing up in the cages, getting his ankle snapped and that. Do you know what I mean? And he went pressuring man for the ball. Hey, listen, yeah, he's Nigerian. He's got good genes, man. Like, he can hustle. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. He can hustle, man. He can hustle, but he needs to be in that team, man. He really needs to be in that team. I wanted Kepa 4 under. Well, I wanted Kepa 4 under 23 back 4. Hold on. I wanted Kepa 4 under 23 back 4. So I think you're talking about like you, man. Norgard 6, MLS 8, Ethan 10, Max Stammer right wing, Mikel Marino 9, Trossard left wing for Port Vale. Do you know what? That's not the worst idea, you know. That's not the worst idea, you know. Norgard or MLS in that. Hey, do you know what, guys? I'll be real with you. I would really like to see MLS in the field at some point. But according to the manager, his only route in the first team is left back, unfortunately. You know what I mean? This is what this manager does. But yeah, unfortunately, he's just going to be that backup left back. And as long as Calafiori's fit, yeah, man, he ain't, boy, my man ain't going to see much game time, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up Block 14 in the building. What do you predict for the Newcastle game? Oh, bro, hey, St. James's Park. I'm going a mini. I'm going a 1-0 Newcastle. I can't lie. Yeah, I think we'll catch an L in that one, man. I'm not too confident. I bet it'll be a 1-1. We scum a set piece or something, man. Do you know what I mean? 2-0 Newcastle. Eddie Howe has our Arteta number. Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree. 152 subs. Hey, big up to the new sub, man. Big up to yourself, man. John, 1-0 Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Say he actually doesn't throw the cups in the bin. It doesn't matter at the moment. We get to the semi-finals, we can't score a goal in them. One goal in semi-final proves that. Now, big facts. Big facts, AJ. When I agree wholeheartedly, man. I agree wholeheartedly that there's no point of giving the Spider any more chances. There's no point. But unfortunately, we have to sit here and just go through the dread of the season. You want to go through the dread of the season. But listen, I think I'll wrap it up with this. Big up Nems in the building. Big up Nems in the building. Big up everyone that's smashing the likes as well. 9 likes, man. Let's see if we can get that to 15 if possible, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Big up AJ, man. Keeping track of the subs and the likes as always, man. Legend, but yeah, man. Look, I just eventually, yeah, like as a whole fan base, because obviously the man that are supporting the manager, they're obviously starting to turn in it, and this is I don't want it to be a me versus you, Arteta versus in and out. It makes for good content, sure, but really and truly, yeah, I want the fan base to be at peace with each other and to line up because we could do a lot more together and aligned, and we push our narratives out there. You know what I mean? Don't think the football club, whether you're big, small, don't think the football club ain't picking up on these things. Do you know what I mean? Don't think that public opinion does not affect in-house performances. Don't think it don't. You know what I mean? So I just want us to come together and unite. It's funny seeing all these Arteta inners, you know what I mean? Just going at each other saying, how can you understand? You can't go into a big game without a 10, blah, blah. Yeah, look, I'm not surprised. You know, myself, fans like Nems, AJ, you know what I mean? Forgive me if I've forgotten any names. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, Richard Broad, do you know what I mean? Whoever, man. Apologies if I forget a name. My name's going blank, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, we've seen this before, man. We know what this manager's about. It seems like, in comparison to these Arteta innings, yeah, like we know what the manager's about. We know what the manager's about. We know how he's going to set up. We know the goalkeeper's going to come in and join and be a third centre back. We know the left back is going to have more freedom than our left winger. We know that our wingers are going to have to hold the touchline. He knows that he wants the centre forward to drop deep and be everywhere but inside the box most of the time. We know this about the manager. We know this. So it's like, what are we giving time for? But unfortunately, especially as myself, as we're doing content, and obviously as we're communicating with the public, we have to just go through it game by game and we have to talk about every game. It's just the same old shit. Go into a big game where Arteta thinks there's a bit of a threat. He's going to lift up his skirt and show he's pussy and not put certain creative players in the team. It's happened before. We had Smith Rowe. He didn't want to start him. Kept playing Havertz when he was sneaking out the gap in midfield. It was not only until we brought in Jorginho, who's a good technical player, could progress the ball up the pitch. We started doing better. Crucial moment. He puts Havertz back in that midfield because it's all about what you could do off the ball than on the ball. How many times do I have to keep repeating myself, people? Do you know what I mean? John, I hope you're still in the building, but like, bro, how many times do we have to keep on talking about this? Because no matter the result, we can end up, you know what? If we end up thrashing Newcastle, which is highly unlikely, I'll be like, you know what? Good performance. But hey, we've done 5-1 Man Cities and 5-0 Chelsea's, and it's amounted to fuck all. So it's like game by game, yeah, we sit here and talk about it but when the games go wrong, we just keep on coming back to the same old fucking points, people. And it just gets to the point where it's just annoying, man. It's just annoying, people, man. I can't lie to you. To the point where I'm becoming a bit more apathetic to the situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I'm on a row and I'm talking about the mistakes of this football club, I might start raging then, but it's like, I saw the midfield. I saw it and I'm like, stinks. But my surprise, Fuck no. Look at the midfield that this manager has tried to build. Like I'm saying the same old things over again. People in the chat, AJ, Nems, all of Glock 14, all of you, man, that has been here, yeah? Like from the start of the season, during the transfer window, how many times have you heard man say, I don't like the profile of this midfield? And as much as Zubamendi is the more technical one out of Rice and Marino, do you know what? Maybe we didn't have to buy Zubamendi. Or maybe we didn't have to buy Norgard. I don't know why we had to go out there and buy 2 CDMs when we already had one in Rice. Marino's not a CDM, by the way, people. Like, let's stop making that. Let's stop using that part of our argument. Marino's not a CDM. Let's be real here. He's not a CDM. A man whose best attribute is striking the ball, he can't be a CDM. He don't scream. He don't read the game well defensively. Do you know what I mean? He ain't good at interception. Like, he's not a CDM. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, that's just how I see it, innit? You know what I mean? Look at the difference in the Arsenal ladies. Fan base are all singing from the same hymn sheet because they have a manager that is good enough. And I hear you, man. I hear you. Shut. Do you think we can win the league? Yeah, we can, but I don't deal in possibilities. I deal in probabilities. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can fuck Halle Berry, but the probability is probably like 0.0000001%. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that, but what's the probability like? But yeah, man, that's my thing. Especially with this management of the team, where we're a bit cowardice, you know, and the manager likes, when it comes to crunch time, the managers likes to play players that don't have much personality with the football. Yeah, I can't see how we do. But simply because of the quality and we've had a decent level of consistency over the past 3 years, yeah, cool, we can. We can. Do you know what I mean? But one of them ones, man. Get me Eddie Howe, Iraola, Glasner, or Luis Enrique because he said he wants to work in England one day. Yeah, that's the not the dream. It shouldn't be a dream for Arsenal. Go out there and get a top manager that should be standard, but that's the one that I really want. And I think the fact that he won a Champions League with PSG, I think his mission is already complete, man. But that's just my own personal thing, innit? He might really like it there and not want to leave. At the end of the day, I think he's paid what, 8 million a year, 8.5 million a year in pounds. Arteta's on 15. Hey, bro, we can give that 15 to Luis Enrique. Come over here, sir. Come over here, sir. We have 15 blood clot million for you, Enrique. Come over here, sir. You got Eze over here, man. You got Odegaard over here. You got Zubamendi over here. And you're Spanish as well, man, G. You know what I mean? Come over here, man. We got a good squad. You know what I mean? Iraola wins the trophy. I don't want him. Do you know what, yeah? Can I talk about this, people? Because I was thinking about this the other day, yeah. Like, you see a lot of the top managers that exist in football these days, yeah. These men are all getting old, you know. Like the Jose Mourinho's, the Contes, they're not gonna be around here forever. These men are in their 60s and late 50s, yeah. I don't want my football club to be the case study, like what we have been with Arteta. But I think certain coaches like Iraola should be given a chance. Even though he's not won a trophy yet, he should be given a chance. Do you know what I mean? But I hear it though. I hear it. Like you, I'll be more inclined to, if I was to go for another Premier League manager, I mean, I would love Arnie Slot, but that's never going to happen. That's understandable. He belongs to our rival, innit? That would be a bit mad. I would love Arnie Slot, but apart from that, excuse me, people. Apart from that, yeah, man. If I'm looking at the Premier League, Eddie Howe, Glasner, that's where I would go, man. But if we're looking at the world's best managers, I'm looking at Flick. I'm looking at Enrique, man. Those are the main two. And who knows if Flick doesn't win the Champions League with Barca? I don't know. Maybe they would want to change. You know what I mean? I'm hoping now, people. See, I'm doing the hope thing now. You know what I mean? I'm doing the hope thing. You know? I want Hansi Flick, Inzaghi. Hey, Inzaghi's at Saudi, blood. He ain't leaving that. Diego Simeone. I'm not too sure about Simeone. Zidane. I know. Listen, people. I know I'm sounding mad right now, yeah. But I don't want managers just because they won trophies, innit? Do you know what I mean? I need more tangibles than that. Do you get it? Like Zidane, the problem with Zidane, yeah, he's only managed one team. The team was full of stars, and he hasn't managed another team since. I'm just not sure about him. I don't know as to why he hasn't taken another job. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. But I'm fully with you with Flick and Enrique. Inzaghi as well, if he wasn't in Saudi. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm gonna be a bit more local, yeah, I will go for a Glasner Eddie Howe. Don Carlo, unfortunately, he's at Brazil. Do you know what I mean? Diego Simeone, again, he's a better manager than Arteta, sure. I'm just not too sure. Maybe he just needs a new challenge, but again, I don't want us to be the case study. Do you know what I mean? Man said, Arteta, you can't park there. This is what we should be telling him at the end of the season, blood. You can't park there, mate. That ain't your spot no more, G. You know what I mean? Shaq been saying that since July. Nah, I hear it, man. I hear it. I would sell our whole midfield, bar Ethan, MLS, and Max to buy Pedri and Woo! Hey, that is the imagine people. Imagine Pedri and Vitinha in the same midfield. Hey, bro. Hey, AJ, you're gonna make me cry tears of joy, you know. Don't make me think of that. Don't make me mate, yeah. Hey, listen, that is what City should have done. City should have got Vitinha. I see, yeah. Because for me, people, yeah, Vitinha and Pedri are the two best central midfielders in world football right now. That's my opinion, innit? You know what I mean? Luis Enrique is 10. He would jump for 15.6. Arteta gets, yeah. Actually, I think he's a bit less than that, AJ. I think he's 9. I think it's like 10 million euros, which is like 8.7 million pounds. I think, you know, I mean, dare I say for 20 million pounds like him, we would get Klopp. Who knows? But you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Klopp with the energy ball and that. I don't know what I'm going with Saka's hamstrings after that one, man. Especially with what Arteta's already done for him. I'm not too sure about Klopp, man. Again, another manager that's gone away from management as well. Not saying that he's a bad manager. He's a top manager. I'm just not. Yeah, man. Just not sure. I think Ren Sleggers would stick with the women's team a bit more. Yeah, I listen. Yeah, look, call me sexist, whatever. Yeah, but at this point, I'm not here for the whole women managers and male football. Just not yet, innit? Just not yet. Like too soon, man. Too soon. I will take Oliver Glasner. Our same. Go check Arteta's win ratio. Nah, don't be doing that shit, James, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Go check the medals on the table. I'm seeing 1 in 6 years, mate. That's what fucking matters. I want to win wars, my bro. I want to win wars, blood. I ain't just trying to win battles. You know what I mean? John, after she wins the WSL this season, what more would she have? Nothing to prove, especially considering Champions League was 1 in 7 months. No, I hear it, man. I hear it. But listen, people, big up yourselves, man. Make sure you hit smash that like and subscribe button. You know we're gonna be back here with the Sunday showdown. Do you know what I mean? On Sunday evening. You know we always go and come on around 7 to 9, depending on availability, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? But listen, people, it's a Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Big up yourselves and salute real quick. Let me get to what AJ's saying here. Shaq, if she a winner, why doesn't she deserve the chance? She knows how to win. Yeah, I know, but nah, man. Like women's football, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Obviously, I don't know women's football, innit? I don't follow it, so I don't know the ins and outs. But bro. I'm just not here for it, bro. Maybe I'm just a bit old school like that, but I'm not. Do you know what? I'm of the opinion that male managers shouldn't be in women's football neither, or coaches. Like, I don't think that neither. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them ones. But yeah, man. Listen, people, big up yourselves, man. It's a Friday. You know what I mean? The weekend's ahead. Make sure you guys enjoy your Fridays, man. Big up everyone in the building. Big up everyone for smashing that like and subscribe button, man. And